Hello everyone, I am Priyanand from Career Development Center of SRM Institute of Science and Technology. Happy to meet you all through this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about something that's incredibly important for your future career. That is preparation for campus interview. When it comes to preparation, a very big question comes: why? Obviously, it is to get placed. But there is much more important things which we need to understand at the time of preparation. That is, by preparing, what happens? First, you stand out. That is a thorough preparation that will help you in showcasing your skills and experience, knowledge. A preparation is important for everything, for examination, for paper presentation, for viva voce, for everything. Preparation is important. But when it comes to campus interview, it is not a one-time preparation. Of course, you have started preparing right from your first semester, knowingly or unknowingly. This 3 years or 6 semesters of experience that you have, the knowledge you have gained, the skills you have gained, all these things need to be organized properly, need to be understood, need to be categorized, need to be connected with the relevance of the job profile. Second thing is, it boosts confidence. Obviously, when we are prepared, it gives us confidence, especially when it comes to campus interview. Preparation boosts our confidence and it helps us to communicate powerfully, effectively, and it gives a very good positive impression for others. And of course, third thing, you get opportunities, right? By showcasing your skill, by showcasing your knowledge, of course, you are proving yourself that you are the right person to get placed in that company. So this is a very essential thing, that is preparation. How to prepare? Let us see. So first, how to approach campus interviews. First and foremost thing is you need to understand what is an interview. Of course, you all know it, but still, our perception towards interview can be more positive, it can be more constructive. In that sense, an interview is not just a question answer session between an interviewer and the candidate. It is not a viva voce examination where they continuously ask a lot of questions to know about your knowledge or expertise. It is more like a business meeting. Normally, in business meeting, what happens? The person with the need, the demand, and the person with the supply, they meet. And if the demand and supply meets properly and it gets fit, of course, the business becomes successful. Similarly, interview is also like that, right? Company is coming out with demand. They are in demand. They are in need of expertise in certain areas. They need skill sets. They need knowledge. They need experience of people so that they can really do well. So they come here for recruitment. Now, who is the supply? Obviously, you, the candidate. Candidates are the supply. So, what you supply, your expertise, your knowledge, your attitude, your skills, your supply. So, what they demand and what you supply, if it gets fit, you are in. Interview becomes successful. You get placed, right? So evaluate your fit with the company and position. Of course, for this, you need to have a thorough knowledge about the company and also the position for which you are going for the interview. The third thing is you have to understand your USP and UVP and you have to showcase it properly. What is USP? Many of you may be knowing. It is unique selling proposition. Normally, we use this term in business for products, for companies. We use this. Unique selling proposition means it is a unique thing that stands out from the rest of the competitors. So we all have USP. You have USP. We need to find out. which makes us different from other competitors. So find out. It may be a skill, it may be a knowledge, it may be a personality related trait, it may be anything. Find out. That is going to be a wonderful advantage for you in getting selected in an interview. And what is UVP? Probably for some of you, UVP may be something new. UVP means unique value proposition. So what is the difference between USP and UVP? Already I've told you USP describes what makes you stand out and what makes you different from your competitors. Whereas UVP, it is not about comparison. It describes the value you provide to the company and how you can meet their needs. In what way you are valuable for, you are going to be valuable for the company. So that's value proposition. So you have to understand your USP and UVP, and you need to showcase it at the time of interview. And next, what we are going to see is researching about the company. And this part is a very important part. Already, I have told you in the previous slide. That is, you have to exactly fit into the requirement, need, or demand of the company. And for that, first and foremost thing is you need to do a complete research about the company for which you are going to sit for the interview. It's crucial to understand the company you are interviewing with, and you need to research their history, their values, their recent achievements. Uh, this this not only demonstrates your interest, but it also helps you tailor your answers to align with your goals and culture. Let us see what are the things we need to do. Number one, missions and values. Okay, so you need to understand the mission of the company, vision of the company, core values to demonstrate align. See, especially uh, in campus interview, there will be a pre-placement talk. We call it as PPT. So this pre-placement talk time, company would be telling more about them. They'll be giving a presentation about them. So in that presentation itself, we'll be coming to know more about the company. But that is not enough. Apart from that, you need to do a research and what are the things that has not been covered there in the replacement talk that also need to be understood by you. So you have to understand about the company by various ways. Obviously, you can go through the recent news, okay, recent articles, news articles, and recent uh, research articles related to the company or the relevant field. That if you're updated, it would be really helpful. And then the role and team. Of course, familiarize yourself with the specific role, the department, and the team you are interviewing for. Of course, it's more like a job profile. You need to understand what are the job profile for which you are going to be interviewed for, because you need to tailor make your answers in that such a way that you are highlighting the things that you have which is also in demand there in the company. Then culture fit, assess how your personality and working style may complement with the company culture. Obviously every company will be having a working culture, so if you have an idea about it, accordingly you could fit yourself and you can assess where it's going to be an advantage for you and where it is going to be a challenge for you. Accordingly you can prepare yourself for the interview. And next to that, of course, you need to understand what kind of questions normally in interviews they ask. Obviously, in internet, if you go and search, a lot of sites would be telling what are the questions normally they ask in interview. Even sometimes they'll even give the answers and all. But don't stick with those answers because it is depends on the time, who's the interviewer, and your personality all differs. So we cannot go for with the kind of a static answer, a kind of fixed answer we cannot go with. So that's not the right way of preparation. But you can be aware about what kind of questions normally they ask. Normally we categorize the interview questions into three. One is general questions, behavioral questions, then technical questions. So general questions are related to your background, your personality, your strengths, your weaknesses, your goals. All these things would be covered mostly in general questions. Whereas in behavioral questions, it will be more about your experiences, the challenges that you have come across, situations, different situations that you have come across, your achievements, and also how you handled various projects, and what kind of work culture you normally adapt with. All these particular things would be asked in the behavioral questions. Next is technical questions. Obviously, this is to test your specific skills and knowledge, especially relevant to the role which you're going to take up. Normally, they ask technical questions from the areas which you have specified in your profile. In your resume, you would have specified profile, right? You would have specified area of interest and key areas, you would have specified. So from there, they may be asking technical questions. And apart from that, the area that is relevant to your job role. So these are the three types of questions normally you can expect in interviews. Now, the first general questions, one of the very important question, which would be the first question in any interview, is we call it in short as TMAY, TMAY. That is, tell me about yourself. And almost the answer which you are going to give for this question, of course, that is going to set the platform, that is going to set the stage for rest of the questions in the interview. Normally, we call it as elevator pitch. Elevator pitch is not only for interview, of course, even for sales. We talk about elevator pitch. But elevator pitch, what does it mean? Is it is structured. In a very short span of time, we can give more information, but relevant information, very crisp answer we can give. That's why we call it as elevator pitch. So there is four things that you need to concentrate normally when you talk about yourself, when you tell about yourself as a first introduction, the time of interview. Number one, introduction about yourself. That is who you are and what's your background. Obviously, it starts from your personality, your your strengths, your education background, and what kind of roles so far you have played, even sometimes family background you can talk. So these are all background information about yourself. That's all. And after that, you can go for key skills. Now, skill sets you can introduce. So what are the skills you have? So highlight your skills. So normally, when you talk about your strengths, your skills, you have to connect it with some activity, some experience which you have come across. You have to connect it. For example, if you're telling you are good at a skill, uh, probably communication skill or interpersonal skill or any technical skill, when you're telling that you are good at, it is not just I'm good at. You cannot stop with that. You have to tell a situation where you have exhibited that particular skill, and you have used that particular skill, and because of that you have done it in a better way. So highlight your most relevant abilities with relevant examples. And then career goals. You have to talk about your goals next. Explain your aspirations and fit for the role. Normally, when you tell about your career goals, try to get aligned with the role which you are playing in the company, and obviously even sometimes with the vision of the company. If you are aligning it, it would look very genuine. At the same time, it would be more interesting for them to listen to. Of course, we have to do it genuinely. It is not just for the sake of telling. Of course, you have a goal, but only thing what you are going to make it align with the role which you are going to play. And finally, express your genuine interest in the company. Why you want to get into the company? Even sometimes there will be a question: why you want to get into our company? Direct question. But sometimes there may not be a direct question like that. But your answers, your introduction about yourself, it should showcase that you are highly interested in being part of this company. So that you have to make it very clear. And the behavioral questions, of course, this first general questions, then behavioral questions when we are going with what we need to do. Okay. See, normally when you face the behavioral question, one thing you have to understand. Of course, I'm going to talk about a method, which you can use. A star method, we call it. It's more famous and very familiar one. But here, when we use star, it will be very helpful for us to very useful for us to really answer in a very effective way. STAR means STAR. S stands for situation, T task, A action, R result. So this is a format. So your response can be structured with this. For example, they are asking about a situation where you found difficult to cope up with your deadline. They are asking. Suppose if you have something, so you can talk about the situation, what kind of task was there, what kind of action has been taken, and what was the result. So, but when we tell this, obviously there should be a line of positivity should be there, right? So when you tell the result, obviously there should be a complete one. And obviously, when we talk about any project experience, when we are talking about any job experience, internship experience, we need to talk about both challenges what we have faced. At the same time, we can talk about learning that we had and achievements we had. All these things in the STAR method we can do. Next, you can do a lot of mock interviews, okay, with friends and of course teachers. Especially here, we of course teachers are available, and you can anytime can fix an appointment with teachers and can come for mock interview. So have more mock interview. Even among your friends also you can have, or any other people who can help you out with mock interviews. You can sit with. So more the mock interview. Mock interviews are very valuable. Okay, practice. So that's always gives us a lot of feedback actually, about ourselves. So focus on behavioral questions, general questions, and use examples, from your own experiences to showcase your abilities. Okay, when it comes to answering question, okay, um, the feedback which you are getting from the people, that's a very essential, okay, because you have to reflect on your own performance. So more the mock interviews, when you sit, more the feedback you'll be getting. You can make yourself more confident, you can fine tune yourself, you can give your best performance in the interview. And next thing which I'd like to talk about, and final thing which I want, dressing. Apart from all other preparation, another very important preparation is how you present yourself. That's very important. So, dressing. When it comes to dressing, I'm not going to talk about more because we all know what is formals and how we have to present ourselves in front of the interview panel. But still, research about the dress code. I'm not telling each company have a different dress code, but sometimes you have to really go in full formals. For example, you have to go in suit, tie also. It depends. Certain companies, if you expect certain job roles, it expects, right? So research properly, and you have to plan and go and make yourself always comfortable with a formal dress code, and often you wear it and have that comfortability of wearing a formal dress for a long time. And what suits you, that's very important. Choose appropriate fit, the color combinations, and and how it fits you, okay, and the grooming, of a hairstyle or any other thing, make it more professional, and that makes you more confident. Okay, and pay attention to details. Obviously, you have to have a clean, pressed, well fitted outfits. You have to have, and always have required sets. Sometimes during the campus interview, continuously companies may be coming, or sometimes the process may get extended for 2 3 days continuously. So every day you have to wear a formal and come. By that time, if you are having very little sets of formals, you may be having a difficulty, or then you may not be having proper dress. So that would be a difficult thing at that time. So have essential enough sets of formal dress, so that would be very helpful for you at the time of recruitment. Right? So almost I think I have covered basic things that is related to interview preparation. So it's all about preparation. So one who prepares well always perform well, because the quote tells success is where preparation and opportunity meet. So in conclusion, campus interview preparation is all about results, practice, and presentation. Okay, by putting in the effort now, you will increase your chances of success and pave way for a bright future. I wish you all the best. Thank you.